Right now at 6, a man enters a not guilty plea for attempted homicide.
And a nonprofit organization is helping children prepare for the winter.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
Not guilty pleas are entered for the man accused of trying to kill a woman in a storage unit last October. 44-year-old Freeman Cole faces several charges, including attempted first-degree homicide and strangulation and suffocation. In La Crosse County Court today, not guilty pleas were entered on his behalf. Cole's been refusing to leave his cell for court appearances, forcing correctional officers to place a tablet near his cell so he can hear the proceedings. His pretrial conference is set for December 6th.
The Eastman Fire Department is hosting a training event for first responders on how to manage electrical vehicle accidents. Today marks the beginning of the first of 2 training sessions on handling EV accidents safely. EV Safe is assisting in training the fire department and other departments across Crawford County. The goal of EV Safe is to educate first responders on best practices for dealing with EV, solar, and stationary battery incidents. Another training session will be held tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Oh, another really nice warm day. In fact, some areas got up into the low 80s too once again here for this evening. Once again, it's going to be really nice conditions out there. We're looking at temperatures staying fairly mild for this time of year. Upper 50s as we get throughout later in the night. That wind has come around from the north because we did have a cold front coming through. Just a dry cold front right now, but still very nice conditions too. Eau Claire came around a little earlier, so only got up into the low 70s up in that location. Otherwise, still pleasant. A few clouds, but I think we'll see more clouds as we get later on tonight. But still, there's your activity right now. A few high clouds out there. Temperatures mainly in the 70s to upper 60s. We'll start falling those off pretty quickly, but all in all, not too bad. There's your front that's kind of slide to the south. The activity we're looking for the weekend, one piece of it is out to the west in eastern Montana into Dakotas. That'll be coming through later tomorrow. But for tonight, just increasing clouds, maybe a little cooler in some areas, mid to upper 40s, some cooler locations, upper 30s. Still very pleasant really for the middle of October. That's going to change a little bit because it's going to get a little bit scarier as we go through the weekend, especially come Sunday. It's going to feel more like almost Halloween-like with it, and I'll break down what that actually means a bit later in the broadcast.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, an annual tradition is returning to the Onalaska Omni Center. The 25th annual Fall Gift and Craft Show kicks off this weekend. It features hundreds of vendors showing off their handcrafted creations for the season. Admission is free, but they're asking for donations of non-perishable food items to support the Onalaska Regional Food Basket. One vendor says its array of items leaves options for everyone.
I think you could find just about anything, from wood crafting to quilters to candy and jellies, and just a huge assortment, which is really nice. So there should be something for everybody that walks through the door.
Tomorrow, the Onalaska Lions Club is hosting a chicken queue with profits supporting the Every Child's Dream all-inclusive playground. New this year, a scavenger hunt in which participants have the chance at winning an Apple Watch or iPad.
And if you have any leaves on the ground, you may want to pick them up this weekend. La Crosse's leaf drop-off sites will open on Monday. All locations except for the site on Isle La Plume will be open. The city asks residents to take their bags and containers home after dumping leaves. Look for orange snow fencing to identify the drop-off locations, and you can also find a full list of sites on our website, news8000.com. It's a transitional day that Whitehall community members have been looking forward to. And
for the first time, we welcome News 8 Now reporter Grace Monk, who's got the details.
Ken and Emily, after nearly 12 years of raising funds and constructing a new building, the Whitehall Public Library is finally moving into its new facility. 50 volunteers and more than 400 students helped the community library move books into their new home. The new building has upgraded facilities and more space. The library's director says this will allow them to offer more to community members.
We have a vibrant library in terms of programming, and we've been stuck in a space that just didn't serve it, and so I'm so happy for all of the opportunity that is available in our new space.
Heggie says this will include new community classes and spaces for younger children. Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Okay, thank you, Grace. And the library will host a grand opening November 2nd.
Well, the winter months are just around the corner. It doesn't feel like that these
Not
days,
quite.
but they are. And an initiative from the Salvation Army is ensuring all children stay warm this holiday season. The nonprofit is teaming up with Quick Trip for Coats for Kids. It allows children of all ages to receive a winter coat completely free of charge. Today, families picked up free winter jackets donated at local Quick Trips from the Salvation Army's La Crosse warehouse.
I've spoken with a few people and they're very grateful for this opportunity to get free coats for their kids because they cannot afford a coat. And so we are here just to help the community, help families, help children every day.
The distribution also offered hats, gloves, and scarves for everyone from infants to age 18.
A popular sporting tradition is back this year. Rush Wisconsin West hosted the first day of its annual Cooley Cup at Fields for Kids in La Crosse today. The event welcomed over 100 soccer teams who will be playing in roughly 350 games over the weekend. The fundraising director says this event wouldn't be a success without the help from the volunteers and families.
Have their families come down, watch them play, grandparents, aunts, uncles, the whole family can come down and enjoy the weather and the weekend of soccer. Camaraderie, friendship. We've got a great group of families of volunteers that takes a village to put this together, and we've got great families to help do it all.
And if you missed today's soccer games, there will be more happening tomorrow starting at 8 a.m. Well, going from football to football, we have just 2 weeks left before the high school football playoffs begin here in Wisconsin.
And tonight we're getting into the playoff mood as two of Division 4's best square off. News 8 Now's Cade Overton joins us live. Cade, what do you got tonight?
Yeah, guys, we've been here a lot this week, or a lot throughout the season, but for good reason. West Salem, the #1 ranked team in Division 4. They've been one of the best teams in the state all season long, and tonight they're put to the test going up against the 3-time defending state champions and the Aquinas Blue Golds. The Cooley Conference title is up for grabs in this one, and it's going to be some great action. So be sure to tune in to the Friday Night Frenzy at 10 for all of the highlights. That's all for now, but I'll have more later in the show. Guys, back to you.
Sounds like a plan. Cade, I'm sure those guys have had this one circled on their calendar all season long. All right, Cade Overton once again. A famous haunted house in Sparta is back for the season.
And there's more than meets the eye to this spooky attraction.
Well, a staple of the Halloween season returns tonight in Sparta.
Earlier today, News 8 Now's Allison Fergott toured the House of Shadows, an annual haunted house that might actually be haunted. Allison.
It's opening night for the iconic House of Shadows, and there's a long history behind the building that's been scaring Sparta for years.
House of Shadows came about in the 1930s when it was built as part of the Child Care Center. Child Care Center was a foster care scenario for the state of Wisconsin.
The building that now hosts the annual House of Shadows was originally used as an infirmary.
As you can guess, you can make up a lot of good stories about it. However, it was just basically a spot where they could get health care.
The Child Care Center closed its doors in 1976. More than 300 children died there, leading to rumors that the House of Shadows building is actually haunted.
If we're here at night dropping stuff off, picking something up, we can hear footsteps upstairs and there's nobody up there, but we can hear kids up there running.
Clark says it makes for a chilling addition as patrons brave the hallways.
Our spirits do get involved on haunt nights and they definitely change the vibe of the house.
Skeptic or believer, one thing is certain about the House of Shadows. It benefits a great cause.
The House of Shadows Haunted House is one of our biggest fundraisers for the Boys and Girls Club. It's a really important piece of what we're able to do to support our community.
Last year, the BGC brought in around $80,000 from the event. Creating a haunted house as elaborate as the House of Shadows is a year-long effort.
This last year, we started doing construction mid-January, and to date, from mid-January to now, we've put in about 900 man-hours.
But the hard work is worth it to maintain the House of Shadows legacy.
Everyone has a story connected to the house one way or another, whether as a haunted house or people that had family here back in the day. Everyone has a story about the House of Shadows.
Now, if you feel brave enough to go through the House of Shadows, they'll be open every Friday and Saturday starting tonight until November 2nd. Reporting in Sparta, Allison Fergott, News 8 Now.
Allison, thanks very much. This year, House of Shadows is partnering with the Onalaska Jaycees.
The Jaycees are asking attendees for non-perishable food item donations.
Well, we've got more news ahead.
But first,
like last weekend, we got another big change happening this week, and along with some chances for some showers, which we do need to rain. We'll track out what we expect for rain, but also what those temperatures look like coming this week. And that all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break. Well, like last weekend when we had that big change front coming through, our temperatures did drop back off after a warm first part of the week. We're going to do the same thing this week, but we're going to see the temperatures drop even further. But for tonight, still quiet, still fairly pleasant for this time of year. We'll have more clouds coming for Saturday. Saturday, cloud cover, cooler temperatures and some showers, but all in all, not a bad day for the middle of October, really. Temperatures still kind of above average for most areas. It's really coming Sunday is when it gets windy, chilly, and showery. Really, it's going to feel like the end of October, and for some areas, maybe like the beginning of November with what the temperatures and the combined with the wind. But as you wake up tomorrow, a few clouds out there. Oh no, should be in the 40s. Maybe a couple spots could still be near 50. We'll start seeing increasing clouds as this weak little system comes through the area. And as you notice, just a lot of clouds. There is a possibility we could see a few showers come through the area. If anyone gets anything, it'll be between about noon to maybe 4, and it would be fairly light as it comes through. Good news is we'll have some clearing skies behind that, so going into Saturday evening, activity should be fine. A few clouds out there, but all in all, not too bad. We'll see more clouds as we go closer to Sunday morning with that next system, which is much stronger than this one coming through Saturday. Temperatures here still above average, even some areas getting close to 70 further south. Mid-50s up to the north. Look at light east wind, so all in all, not too bad. A few showers out there. The next system really is the one that has all the cold air with it, and it's going to come down. Basically, you're going to start seeing a line of showers come through potentially by early Sunday morning for areas up to the north of Eau Claire. You'll see the circulation. You'll see the spin up here. It'll rotate through the area, so once this line of showers comes through in the morning, we're going to see kind of a break, but then redevelopment. Further south you go, south of La Crosse, probably won't see much way of any shower activity and a lot of cloud cover in the morning. It'll be more in the afternoon, but you'll notice the winds will start picking up probably earlier. In the afternoon time frame, we'll start seeing more development of the showers scattered in nature, probably further north you go. A better chance, even more widespread as you go further north towards Rhinelander. Further south you go to La Crosse into southwest Wisconsin. Just cloud cover, but I think the wind will be the more story down in that area. Then throughout the afternoon, we'll see more of it, and through the evening, we'll start seeing that kind of wrap up for the showers, but the cloud cover will remain. The bigger story with all of this everyone's going to see is cooler temps, but also the wind. Here's your temperatures here. These are like the lows that we had kind of last night for some areas, but we're going to see mid to 50s, potentially mid 40s up to the north because they'll have a lot more extended cloud cover and showers going on, or light rain, so definitely chilly. In fact, you go further north than that, you might even see a little bit of a snow mixed in if these showers linger throughout Sunday night. Wind speeds, these are the gusts. We could see gusts potentially reaching 40 as we go into the afternoon time frame. It'll be out of the northwest, so we're looking to sustain 20 to 25. The gusts could be as high as 30 to 40, especially higher elevations and exposed areas. These winds will continue throughout the afternoon, decrease eventually, but probably not till late to the Sunday evening that you'll start seeing. Rain amounts, not a lot of rain with this for the area, maybe 1/10 of an inch for some areas. There's your temperatures. A lot of areas 20s starting off the week, overnight lows, so the growing season will be over. But if you like the mild temperatures, they're going to be coming back towards the end of next week with maybe rain chances for next weekend. So yeah, it's going to be kind of back to reality come Sunday that, yeah, we're in the middle of October.
Yeah. Long awaited, I think.
Yes, we've enjoyed a nice run so far, and we're going to see a nice run come next week too once we warm back up.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, Battle of the Unbeatens. High stakes tonight in Coulee Conference play. We've got a live report with Aquinas head coach Tom Lee, plus the News 8 Play of the Week winner. Next.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Folks, we've only got 2 weeks left of regular season high school football. Some seasons are hanging in the balance, while some teams are locked in for the playoffs. In West Salem tonight, both of these squads will be partaking in postseason football, but who will finish atop the Coulee Conference? Kate Overton is live at maybe the best game in the state tonight. Kate?
Yeah, Jacob, you say best in the state. I might put it up there with best in the Midwest because it's just so electric. The feel here at West Salem is amazing as the undefeated Panthers are getting ready to host the 3-time defending state champions, the Aquinas Blue Golds. Both teams looking to win a Cooley Conference title, and they can do that, or they can clinch a share of it with a win tonight. It's going to be a lot of action. I'm joined by head coach of the Blue Golds, Coach Tom Lee. Coach, you guys have played in a lot of big games the last few seasons, a lot of those being playoff games. This one's a regular season game. How does it stack up to those big playoff games, and does it feel a little different?
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a playoff atmosphere here for sure. The boys been locked in. We didn't have time to get dialed in. They were locked in all week, and yeah, we're ready to go.
You always have the team locked in, but on the offensive side of the ball, they really got to be locked in tonight. The West Salem defense only allowed more than 7 points just one game this year. What do you guys got to do on that side of the ball to get some points on the board?
Well, we're going to have to be physical, and we're going to have some shots. We're going to have to make sure when we get a shot down the field, we get our hands on the ball, rip it down, and come down with it, because they'll be there. But if we convert, we're going to be in good shape. If not, it might be a long night for the Blue Golds.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Coach. I mean, we might see this game later on in the playoffs, so a lot of scouting to do tonight as well. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. On the other side of the ball, West Salem, of course, they've been the top team in Division IV all season long, undefeated. The Blue Golds with just one loss this season. It's going to be a lot of action. We've got a lot of other games, including the Logan Rangers at the Holman Vikings. That one is at the top of the MVC standing. So be sure to tune in tonight to the Friday Night Frenzy for all of the action. Now, Jacob, was there a West Salem Tiger up for Play of the Week, or am I crazy?
Well, I cannot wait to see how that one goes down, Cade. Thank you very much. Time to announce that Play of the Week winner. And another unbelievably tight race, but the top vote getter was Jayana Palm of Holman as she punched her ticket to the girls' state golf tournament back on Monday. So very close. Second by Carter Pontius, who will be in that game tonight, but Palm wins by a hair, guys. Very close.
A little sprint towards the end of the voting period, right?
It was. It really was. We were watching along closely. We've seen those votes go up a little bit, and it was a good run by the Holman community, so hats off. But another close week, and we're making it tough on the viewers. I say this every week, but just more and more good stuff, and boys and girls doing both good things.
For sure.
A lot of fun. So
We've had viewers that have been submitting recently. Can you remind them what the cutoff is to make sure they're in?
So it's got to be from the Wednesday to Friday is when we start voting. So before that, for this next coming week. So football games tonight will count for that next week.
All right. Good to keep in mind, everybody, if you've got the phones out. Thanks, Jacob.
Another look at your forecast right after this.
All right, soybean and corn harvest continues to pick up across the area. Overall, tomorrow shouldn't be too bad. Maybe a little light rain, but it's really going into the bad conditions come Sunday. And we're going to feel more like it's the end of October with those 50s.
Yeah, that chill is on the way.
Yeah, it is.
We're ready for it, though.
I think so. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10.